Hello, and welcome back to the National Parents Union. I am Kelley Williams-Bolar, and this is The Parent Effect. I'm so excited today, which I'm always excited about my guests because they are spectacular individuals. Today, I have a gentleman on. He is an entrepreneur. He is a father, a dad, a husband. I'm just so excited. His name is Billy Glass, and today we're going to be talking about his insurance and how to insure your children with all of this, children coming up missing and, sex trafficking and just abductions, all kind of things is going on right now. So I am so happy. Let me introduce you, Billy Glass. Are you there, Billy? Let's see. Okay, technical difficulties. It will be happening shortly. In the meantime and in between time, again, his name is Billy Glass. He's a native of Ohio, and I hope that he can come on pretty soon. I know they're having technical difficulties, but just to give you a little background about him, he is a native of Ohio. Now he lives out west in California. He's doing really good. He's an entrepreneur. He sells insurance, many levels of insurance, like car insurance, life insurance. And, just about a week ago, I decided to go on. Okay, no, they're still having issues. Okay, that's fine. About a week ago, I was out of town, and I decided, he's here. Okay, great. All right, he's on, you guys. Let's see.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi. All right, you're on. Thank goodness. Hey, the show must go on, right?
Yeah.
That's
Well, we're here
okay.
now.
I'm so excited to have you on. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I'm great to be here. Thanks for the invite. Yeah, I'm really
Absolutely.
glad to be here. Everything that's going on now, it's great to be involved in something positive.
Oh, absolutely. Whew, good grief. Yes. I was given right before, I know we were having a little bit of technical difficulties. So I was kind of giving the viewers a little bit of backdrop about you, and that you
Mm-hmm.
were a native of Ohio and that you moved out west and your position and your entrepreneurship. So can you go into details just a little bit and tell them about you being a dad, a husband, go ahead. And how many kids you have? And
I am like you said, a father of three, blended family. Two have birthdays now in August. Just had one this Sunday, one coming up on the 26th. Them turning 18, get them ready for the real world. I guess that's our biggest part as parents, trying to have them take flight and be successful or whatever it is they endeavor to do. They came out with me out west. I still have the agency in Ohio, but also now out west and also in Mississippi and Florida. So, yeah, so just hoping, they take over the business or walk into it. That's what you would always want to see them fulfill their own dreams, but while they're figuring it out, do something for themselves.
Absolutely. You're so intelligent. You're so smart. And it's just wonderful to see that you have all these different businesses nationally. I mean, so you're basically like nationwide to a degree because you're not confined to one area.
Right. No. Whenever something is going on that I can help someone in a certain state, I get licensed in that state and come in and see how I can help them because insurance touches everything. I know when I first got started 25 years ago, the agent that was training me, he said, this would be a great business because insurance touches everything. Nothing can happen without it. No one can buy a business, house, car, and do pretty much anything, everything.
You need to have insurance. That is
Mm-hmm.
so true. I didn't think about it that way, but it's so true. Even renter's insurance, all kind of insurance.
Yeah.
I was right before when we were having this technical difficulty, I was getting ready to go into detail about, I had just recently traveled to Tennessee, Chattanooga, that is. And the event was about trafficking, child trafficking, and the awareness, trying to make parents more aware. And it was just odd because we had a conversation, and you mentioned to me that you sell, well, I already knew you sell insurance, but you
Mhm.
said that there are also insurance that covers your children if something like that were to happen, like if they come up missing, right?
Right. Yes. It's like I said, insurance touches everything. And when you had mentioned to me at the event that you were at, and I know this is this is a worldwide problem. It's not just a national problem. It's a world wide problems which is taking place. I began thinking, how can I help? You know,
Hmm.
kind of like LeBron when he seen what happened in Cleveland with the shooting. You know, his first thought was, you know, how can I help? I have children. You know,
Yes.
you don't want to see this happen to them.
Mm-mm.
Well, seeing that insurance touches everything, there's something that's called kidnapping insurance. And with kidnapping insurance, it helps the, say, everyday family be able to buy a policy that will pay for their child being sought after, to where there's some wealthy families that have the finances to find investigators and private investigators to search for their children, to where, and also post awards or rewards, I should say, to help find their kids, to where sometimes they are found a lot faster just because of those financial resources. Now, with a kidnapping policy, it allows you to have up to 65 million to in a policy, also with options of zero deductibles. If you're concerned, like your child is, if you're just concerned, or if your child is in a situation to where maybe they might be abroad going to college, or you just might be concerned about them, and you can have this type of policy, and it's tailored, so the prices are different depending upon what you want, but it allows you to step into an arena to where you actually have tools to find your child.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you had mentioned that, or that we had that conversation, and that information. I'm going to go into detail about that, but I kind of want to read some stats, just in case people don't know. Um,
Mhm.
the last time I looked at it, and what they were talking about at this event that I was at last week, they said there's over 800,000 children go missing a
Mhm.
year.
Mhm.
This is here in the United States, not globally. And to break it down even more, the sex trafficking is 200,000. So they said to break that down even more, it's 2,000 a day, a
Mhm.
day. So we have to, really have to be extremely mindful of what is going on. We know our kids, especially when they start getting up in age, they want to go to the mall. They want to be more independent. They want to do all these things with just their peers. Well, I don't, me personally, I just would have my fingers just a little bit tighter grip on my kids,
Oh,
because just knowing those numbers just make your heart drop.
right.
And
Exactly.
some some of the top cities that I had looked at, Ohio definitely is one, but then you have Orlando, you have Miami, Las Vegas, you have Atlanta, you even have DC,
Hmm.
So I mean, I was just shocked to know all of these cities that are very high trafficking areas, that they grab these kids, and then take them out the country, or even worse, some of them, it's all horrible. But I even understand, and this is some information that I learned while I was there.
Hmm.
Even over, like, some of the kids that are over in Mexico and they come over here,
Hmm.
they take those kids and they do that to the kids, and they have them at these places that we wouldn't even know that exist.
Right. Yeah, because that's number one on the information I had for the insurance statistics. They had Mexico number one, and United States is number two
Good
for
grief.
area of cases. Yeah.
And we are in the United States. You would
Hmm.
think that we would have everything in place to make sure that, if I had known that, let me tell you, I mean, I've always been an advocate for kids and their safety and education, but I would have had that right there with that. I guess you
Hmm.
know better, you do better. And so
Right.
from the rest of my life, I'm always going to speak and talk about, this, that trafficking and children coming up missing, to fight against that and to make more resources. And just like you said, by chance if something like this happens, you have insurance that you can insure your children. So your children can be, just in case something were to happen, you got immediate money to be able to try to trace your children with the FBI. Or now, yeah, how does that work? Is it FBI? How does that break down? Do you know?
Oh no, it's a policy, much like a life policy, to where once you turn in a claim, then the funds are made available, and the different organizations are made available for you to use the funds to find your child. Like I said, it really, I won't say totally levels the playing ground, but right now you can put a wanted poster or your child is missing poster, but it holds a lot more weight if you put $25,000 reward, $50,000, $100,000 reward. Now people are looking on the bus. They're not just walking, because think about how many people with the Cleveland situation, to where those girls were in that house, and so many people were walking by, so many people were in the house. But now you have people are now made aware that there is, I mean, even for some animals, people have rewards. Let alone if a child, you have funds to where now you can go with both guns blazing. It just puts some tools in your hand, because this is something that's happening now. It's taking place now. So now one of the things I found too, doing research since I talked to you, with COVID, the crime syndicate that's doing this is harder for them because people are sheltered at home, but it's still taking place.
So, okay, I'm a mom. I have 2 daughters. They're under 18, and I come to you for a policy. What are the numbers looking like? How much, how is this, how do we break this down?
It's really a la carte. Like I said, it covers individuals and also businesses, but it's up to 65 million that you can have available. So just depending upon what amount that you choose, what deductible, and then it just goes from there. I wish I could would have known ahead of time. I could probably quote some prices or something like that, but
it's okay. I'm gonna have you back on.
A la carte.
This is not the end of the discussion as far as trafficking and kids coming up missing. We are just hitting the iceberg. We're just breaking ice. We're going to go into depth about this. If I have to have you on once a month, whatever, so we can get more parents involved and to be more aware, and to always watch our surroundings. I mean, if you think about it, they're saying 2,000 a day. So that means somewhere in my life, I was at a Target, I was at a Walmart, I was at CVS, I was somewhere that a child had been taken in the vicinity. But I wasn't even, I wasn't even paying any mind. And I could have done something.
Right. Because you see, like, I noticed it, like, with anywhere I have to take my kids, like, whether it be like a doctor's visit or hospital or traveling, you see more and more now of an awareness to where when we're going through security, they have them step to the side and they ask them, are you okay? Do you know this person? So it's more of an awareness. And I hate to emphasize finances, but I mean, that's the way the world is. I mean, they're taken for finances. So if you're able to offer something to where now you have everybody's eyes intentionally looking, it has to help. And you have they're able to afford investigators. Everybody doesn't have the skills like the actor on Taken, where he said, I don't have the money, but I have a certain skill set that I'll see you tomorrow. Well, you'll be able to hire a guy like that.
Yeah, that are sharp enough. They're sharp enough. And also another thing I learned, one of the speakers there, it was a lady. She was awesome. She's an actress. And I totally forgot her name right off the top of my head. But anyway, she was talking about, because she's been advocating, she's been like she's been doing it, like she's been out there, making a grind across the country about it. But one of the things that shocked me the most, she said that she asked a sheriff, what was the youngest? He said a brand new baby with the umbilical cord still attached.
Oh yeah, I believe that. Out here, on the West Coast, when I first got here, I seen 2 occasions. It was on the news. It was at a McDonald's, and it was their video that they were showing. A lady literally walked into a McDonald's, grabbed the child, and took the child out to McDonald's. The mother seen her, chased her, and she dropped the child. Another case that I heard of that was right there in Akron, to where a 16-year-old went to the restroom, left the store area, went to the restroom, and the mother came to check on her. Some lady was helping, had drugged her, and was walking her out of the bathroom. And the lady said, my friend had too much to drink or something. She said, no, that's my daughter. And the lady ran off. So they're paying people to take children. It's only 2. You have to make the children aware of their surroundings now, to where you have to look and be aware of where you're going and who your friends are and
what
that old school stuff.
Yeah, because what person would take a child for money? I mean, you just got to be
Same
a people.
mentality as a slave owner.
Yeah.
It's not new. They went to islands, they went to areas, and they snatched people, put them in boats for finance.
Game. Yeah.
Same type people.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh my goodness. It was so crazy. I've talked about this several times since this happened. It was Monday evening, and the day was, coming to an end. It was starting to be a little dark out. And I was lying down. My daughter went outside, and she was just relaxing outside, just taking in the evening. And she noticed some babies outside, like 4 or 5 little kids. And one of them was a baby. She's still in a diaper. She couldn't even, all she could say is mommy. And the oldest one couldn't have been no more than 4.5. And they're just, and the traffic has stopped. There's people out there trying to drive. They're in the street. And I was so distraught. Like, I was so mad. So we grabbed the kids and said, you guys got to go home. Where do you live? And so the little boy showed me where they lived and stuff. And I went up and knocked on the door. The mom, or, to provide, I don't know who this woman was. I assume she was the mom. She was a little salty with me. She was like, well, I was cooking. And I told them to stay right here. You can't tell a 4-year-old to stay somewhere.
No, you can't.
And then he's the oldest, but then his little bitty ones underneath, they're all just gonna run around. I can tell a 4-year-old to stay put all day long. They're gonna drift off, especially got the little crew with them, all his little brothers and sisters or cousins. I don't know who was all, but I was so upset with the lady, and I was trying to explain to her, that's dangerous. Like, you can't just let your babies go. And she was really appalled that I wasn't like, yeah, I was checking her. I guess I was. Because you're young, but you shouldn't be, you can't be that stupid.
Right.
So it definitely.
Yeah, because they make, like you just said, they are making this a business. Yeah. This is a business that they, and sometimes, you hate to say, you don't know how high up it goes for things like this, just to keep flowing the way that they flow.
Exactly.
So yeah,
that's so true. Because they were even talking about it with that. Oh my gosh, what was his name? Einstein. I can't even remember his name. The one guy that
Epstein. Yeah.
Epstein. Yeah, they were talking about that, and they said that he knew names, important names. You see what I'm saying? I mean, like names, and that's why he ended up dead. That they claimed he killed himself. But what do you think about that?
That sounds about right. I mean, because with any names that you would have of the higher ups, they don't want to lose their life, lose their livelihoods, or be outed. So you never know, something like that.
Never know. You never know.
Only time would tell, or when the light get cut on. That's when the roaches run. So
that's when the roaches splatter everywhere. So let's talk about you said, okay, so how long you been out in California?
Oh, wow. 2018.
18,
yeah, time
so
to go
about 2 years now. Yeah. And do you think, would you ever come back to Ohio? Or are you like, I'm good, I love the California life?
Oh yeah, no, I love the sun. I always told myself, Are you there?
I'm here.
I always told myself that I was going to visit somebody's beach until I own my own, because I love Ohio. It's just I need a little more sun. But I still work here. I'm still there quite often.
Okay.
Quite often.
Because what else do you do other than your insurance?
Oh, insurance and also investor. That's another thing I'm teaching the kids, how to invest, because when we grew up, you needed to have a job. You had to have a job if you wanted finances. And we were in our schools, we were taught to be employees. But a lot of other schools, people were being taught to be employers or owners. So I just been teaching them, you can get a job if you want, but have your own income that comes in without you being there. Something that comes in regular. So whether it's real estate or whatever, something that comes in while you're sleeping.
Now that's another great topic that we can talk about that next time you come on. I want to also do like a whole segment solely on entrepreneurship, solely on how do you become, because you're pretty wealthy. So to show our youth how to create wealth, because we have a nice amount of young teenagers that are entrepreneurs who come in and watch our views and stuff and watch our videos. So I want that as well. That'd be a great topic to talk about.
Oh yeah, we really have to start pushing that, because just with wealth, it starts between the ears. It's not really the money, it's the knowledge. Because I have a lot of entrepreneurs, they can lose everything, but then within 5 years they're right back. But somebody who's not financially literate yet, you can give them 10 million, and in 5 years they'll be in poverty again. I call it a internal financial GPS. It's like a homing device. If you get 10 million and if you're still poverty mindset, it'll be back there in 5 years. So you're gonna have to prove that within. But that's really what wealthy pass down to their kids, is how to not just get the finances, but to how to keep it and then grow it.
How can people find, what is the name of your insurance company?
It's Bill Glass Insurance Agency, but they can just give me a call.
Okay, so what is your number so they can contact?
330-983-6557. And I'm on Facebook too, as well.
And you're on Facebook too, okay. Do you have a website?
No, don't have a website. It's mainly word of mouth, or like shows like this. You and I've been friends since the 9th grade. So
right, yeah. We're literally kids, absolutely.
Yeah. So as your friends come up, your of influence comes up too.
Do you think you would want, how does that work, since you're in an insurance company or agency? I've noticed that a lot of times do you bring other insurance agents? Are you looking for more agents or not?
Oh yeah, I'm always open. Usually what I usually ask them is, do you want to work with someone, or do you want me to show you how to open your own? Because I believe it's enough for everybody. I don't believe in scarcity mentality.
Right.
Even if I had 1% or 2% of Summit County, that's plenty. So there's enough for everyone. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's how you're able to be who you are right now, because you understand that concept. You don't have some people, especially our people. It's like, hush, hush, don't tell, don't say, don't tell, don't say, this is all mine. And it's like, no, that's how you get blessed so much more tenfold.
And that's the true wealth. That's the true wealth, and the true to be affluent is not just finances. It's being able to share parts of yourself with people to help everybody around you come up.
Rise up. That's it. That's it. Oh my gosh. I so thank you so much for coming on. But before we end this, I always like to tell the viewers, just God bless them. Thank you so much for tuning in, because see, they could do anything in the world, but they come in, they check me out, and they listen to who I have on. As you're such a great person that interviews.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. Yeah.
I'm just happy that people come in, they listen. I don't know if they listen for the whole entire segment or 10 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever, but they come in and they listen up and they get more information. They become more informed of what's going on across our country. And I'm
You
just so
definitely have a
grateful.
voice. Yeah, you definitely have a voice. Yeah.
Thank you,
And
Billy. I mean,
eyes are definitely on you.
I'm just,
Yeah.
especially lately. Do you know anything? Especially lately, I'm like, good grief, this is getting deep. But hey, you know, you gotta keep it going. You gotta always stay positive.
That's
And
right.
the other day, I made a post, and I just said, you know, I said, just bless your. I think I mentioned that to you. Just bless your enemies, and then all that stuff that they're trying to
Oh,
throw
you
at
got
you
to.
becomes the ammunition. It becomes ammunition for you, and all those things, all those arrows that they throwing. You gotta bless your enemies, because if you don't, you blocking your blessings. So you
Yeah,
bless
one of
you
my
bless them,
mentors
and all
taught me
those
that.
things become opportunities. It become greatness for you,
Uh-huh.
because you're always going to have someone who wants to see you not be great. So you don't
Right.
worry about those people, though. You just keep it, you bless them, and you keep it moving, and you keep your mind focused on what it is. You know, you're always going to have somebody write something crazy or talk about something, and it's all good, because
Especially in today's world, it's like everything is being pushed with a negative slant.
yeah.
It's like people are thirsty for the negativity, and
Oh, they
like
thrive.
you said,
People
you have to
thrive
bless
off
them.
of
You
it.
can't hate, because with hate, my mentor had told me, hate is like you drinking poison, wishing that somebody else would die. It's insanity.
But it's
Yeah,
coming
you
back
gotta
at
live.
you. It's coming back
Yeah,
at you, because now
you gotta live.
you tearing your body down, because you so enraged or whatever it is that you having with this other individual, that you're not bringing that happiness that it's called homeostat. When I went to med school, not med school, what was it? Massage therapy, and homeostasis status. That's what it's called. To keep, that means you keep your body out of balance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to keep up. And if you disrupt that, but what I was trying to say is that no matter, listen, I have been through some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone comes to me and they're worried about maybe the backlash they're going to get, or what someone, I always tell them, don't worry. You know, I know my message, and I know my message is for children. I know I am an advocate for education. I'm an advocate for safety of children. My kids are grown. I don't have to talk about education another day in my life. But because all it does, many cases, it just regurgitates what happened in the past.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, but I don't care about that, because I'm going to be out here, and I'm going to always fight for everybody's children, you know, to make sure we all get an opportunity. Now, once your child gets the greatest opportunity, it's up to them to take that baton and keep it moving. I'm not there for all of that, but I am there to make sure that they receive what they need. You see?
Mm-hmm.
And now now we're having another notch in my belt, talking about, you know, this trafficking mess. That's nuts, you know. So no, but we both got a passion, and I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that you came on today. I really am.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. I look forward to it.
Yeah, next time I'll have you on, maybe in 2 weeks, and we can talk business, talk finances, and keep it moving.
Oh,
Thank you
sounds
so
great.
much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you, my Facebook Live friends. God bless you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Okay, you're out.
All right.